What's been your highest and your lowest point in bodybuilding?
I would say the lowest point was actually the moment the doctor told me, you're not going to compete again, because I just turned pro.
What did I say? The greatest, 5'9" and a quarter?
Quarter.
Inch?
You have to add the quarter in there.
The quarter is important.
Classic physique champion ever. Mike the Badass.
Yes, sir.
Why do they call you Mike the Badass?
Yeah, where'd that name come from?
It came when I was like 11, 12 years old, and I always had older friends like 18 plus years, so they were drinking alcohol and doing the bad stuff, and I was a little child, and I need to prove myself, like, I'm a motherfucker too. Yeah. So I did all the bad stuff, and they're like, fuck, man, you're like, badass is not a word in Germany, but...
What is it? How do you say it?
Schatz, was heißt badass? Like...
I know unglaublich, that means unbelievable, right?
What?
Unglaublich.
Unglaublich, yeah, it's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Your German's really bad, sir.
Unglaublich, yes. Something like that, like... motherfucker. Yeah,
I remember when you first came on the scene, people like, this guy Mike the Badass, and I'm like, what does that mean? Is that like a rugged guy? And
it doesn't show my personality.
It doesn't at all, because you're
nice
just like a nice guy. Like,
but when it comes down, bro, I'm fucking rip you into pieces if needed. Fuck me, yes.
Well, that's the way you're in the gym training, right?
Yes.
So tell me what's going on, man. You're back in Vegas. You've been here for how long now?
1.5 weeks, 2 weeks almost.
And why do you always end up in Vegas as you hone in on the greatest show on earth?
Well, first of all, my wife's favorite city, mine too.
Why?
Oh, we have so many great friends here. We have Neil, his family, like Shani calls him dad, and he calls her daughter, right? We have great gyms here. We have everything we need. We have great meal prep companies, great things to do, especially not doing cardio, just walking outside and just going to Walmart, for example. That's fun.
Is that what you guys are doing when I pulled up? Were you out doing cardio?
Kind of. Like post-workout, we usually go in Walmart and I just walk all aisles. Like,
that's actually smart.
And what do you have on your vision board after the show that you want to eat or buy at Walmart? Nothing?
It's not about Walmart. It's just the excitement of the different products. So, for example, if you put me into nature, it takes like 2.5 minutes. I'm like, great. Can we do something else? Like, my attention span is just like...
That's called short. ADD,
ADHD, kind of, yes, 100%. So I need to have like something popping up. So Dubai is a perfect place to do cardio, especially in the malls.
Of
you
course.
can walk there for like hours.
And you still won't walk the whole mall.
Yes.
Do you buy anything?
No.
Do you buy anything at Walmart?
No.
So that's your
cardio. My wife, she's buying groceries, but I just walk around. And
when's the last time we went to a mall in Dubai? They're packed. There's so many people just walking.
We went in Kuwait, didn't we?
One time, yeah.
Yeah,
that's like the 7-story mall.
I went to a mall like and walked through, and like for any reason not to shop.
You could go to Dubai and you could go get the ice skates and just go skating in the middle of summer.
That's funny, actually. You go into the mall. There's like you can go snowboarding. Yes, and there's an ice cinema. We've been there.
Yeah,
it's like minus 10 degrees, so it's freezing cold, snow and stuff. You can watch a movie. Then you go upstairs and there's like zip lining, the biggest zip line in the world, like over the marina. From like skyscraper to
Germany? Did you ski in Germany?
I've never done it before.
Really? Wow.
And I should probably not do it.
Some of the best scenery I've ever seen was driving from Germany to Austria.
Oh, beautiful. With the mountains?
Yes.
Switzerland as well. Yeah. Like that's basically the same area. Beautiful.
Yeah. It was pretty incredible. Someone was driving me, so I got to visually really look at what was going on. And it was like the fall, so it was perfect time.
Oh, in winter, it's beautiful.
So you grew up in Germany. What part?
You know Heidelberg? Frankfurt.
Okay, yeah.
Like 40 minutes from Frankfurt. Beautiful city.
Okay.
You have the castle on the hill. You can see the river going through Heidelberg. Beautiful old town. Amazing city.
So did you play sports? Like what got you, did you get into fitness at a young age?
Yes, since I'm 11. So I have my 20-year anniversary this year.
Okay. And his dad was the reason.
Yeah, he's coming in, babe, he's coming in like 2 weeks, right? Oh, I'm so excited. He's always like, he's a kind of an older guy and he's not like traveling a lot, but every time the Olympia comes around, he's like, oh yeah, let's get the tickets ready. Like he's excited. And then we push the last few sessions together. He's doing the 10, so I don't get the professional 10 backstage. He's doing the 10 since I'm 16, where I competed the first time. And funny, actually, he competed with Dennis James like 20 years ago.
Told me this.
Yeah, well,
I
that's
have
cool.
a picture on my laptop. Dennis, like young Dennis with his afro. Super funny picture. So, but I played soccer, basketball, athletics. I have a diploma in chess. I played so many different sports.
Diploma in chess. What's that?
Chess, like.
Yeah, but like you have like a diploma. Wow.
So you need to sit there with your teacher, and you have to do like different sceneries of like how to win a match. Yeah, there's some things you need to learn, but that's like, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago.
And Mike's tan is good, so now people are going to hit his dad up.
Yeah, but I walked in and dude, you might be the tannest guy we've had in here. I mean, Ali was here and he's.
Yeah.
But I'm doing cardio in the sun every morning, 30, 40 minutes.
Where?
I love that. Just outside my apartment, we have like a little gym there, and I put the bike, put it outside in the sun, and I just go in the sun.
Saw the video, yeah. You
I
coming
love
back
that.
in and cooking the food and everything.
So nice.
Is it the same place you've stayed like consistently? So you guys kind of have almost like a home here.
Yeah, it's like the same place, but it's still an Airbnb. But we know the guys. We have a gym there. We have a hot tub. We have a pool. It's like close to Fit Club. It's close to New Tech Gym. It's a perfect place.
Let me ask you a question. So you've been coming to Vegas for how many years?
3, 4. I guess the first time was 22, 21.
Did you compete in Orlando?
Yes, I did.
And did you prefer Orlando or Las Vegas,
Vegas.
competition-wise? The stage and setup and whatnot.
Yes, not only the show by itself, it's the environment. I like Vegas. So many people around, so many great gyms. So and we know the place. So it's not like as we're traveling to different countries and everything is new, we need to adapt. So we coming here, I can just call Neil, I can call some friends, and we're just like set in a day.
Where do you live?
Nowhere.
He's a nomad.
He's
got the greatest
I'm
life
a
ever.
fucking gypsy. Not even.
Yes.
We don't even have a home. Nothing. Zero.
You just have a backpack. That's all you
If
need.
I asked you in 1 year's time, where do you spend the most time at, like once? You're in Vegas for how many weeks?
Now for 5 weeks.
You'll be here total of 5 weeks by the time it's all said and done. And then,
He was here earlier in the year, though.
yes.
For the
'cause,
Arnold, yeah.
Well, for his preps.
I'll randomly see him just randomly at the gym one day. Oh, I'm here for a month.
Is
Just,
it,
just
is
pop
it
in.
because of your coach and dialing down and getting the last fine tuning done that you end up before a contest in Las Vegas, or is this still like one of your favorite cities to stay in?
I would say the biggest reason is that Vegas is the best city to stay. But at the same time, obviously, Neil is here. He can see me in the flesh daily. He can adapt and adjust different things. It's just easier and it's closer, so we can be more precise. And that's what it's about this year. There's no stone unturned.
How much time you spent in Germany?
This year?
At all, since you're from Germany.
Until 21, then we left.
So you're
22.
How much time in a year do you spend there? Do you just go
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
So it's
Visit
not your
family.
home any further.
Visit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just around the FIBO, my birthday. So my birthday and the FIBO is at the same time. And this year's FIBO, 19th of April, is this Sunday. And it's going to be my birthday, so we're going to celebrate big time.
I
this
talked to
year.
Jens the other day. He told me he spoke to you. Yeah, we spoke. He says,
Cool guy.
Mike, yeah, he just spoke to you actually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy? That's like the only show every year, no matter what, that's guaranteed on your schedule.
Yeah, no.
The FIBO.
Are you close to Jens, or he's booked me since 2012 to come there. We were trying to work out it. I was trying to get to Saudi Arabia. They have a FIBO.
I know.
The first week of October.
Wait, first week of October? It's like
Soon.
Olympia.
So
The week before the
FIBO,
Olympia.
Saudi Arabia is there first. All right, take two. Hey guys, if you have not heard, I've launched my own TRT clinic. TRT Kingdom is now live. And if you'd like to schedule on consult or get more information, make sure you guys go over, check it out, and let us see how we can help with your health needs.
Click the link below.
Shit.
Say click the link below.
Okay. Click the link below. So we were talking about the possibility of getting me there. It just didn't work out. It would have been like, actually fell into like as the Olympia week's coming was when I would probably.
Actually, the date is not as smart. Imagine you want to bring all the superstars in, but they actually compete, so they're not going to fly from Saudi Arabia to USA 30 plus hours.
It's a long. That's what I didn't realize is the flight.
Yeah.
Wait until you sit in the plane, my friend. It's not that funny.
Well, we figured that out. You know?
I did that
He
before the
doesn't.
Arnold.
He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to go on any long flights anymore. I'm always on long flights. He's like,
Germany's not bad, right?
It's like 12 hours. That's easy. But going to Saudi Arabia or Dubai, I did that before I competed at the Arnold's 2023, and I talked to Neil, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? Come in late. Like, there's nothing pretty much to do. Just come like 3 days before." But I did not realize that it was a 33-hour flight, and it didn't move, so I didn't digest. And Shani, we married before, so the name on the ESTA was not right.
oh,
So she wasn't able to fly out. So we need to apply for a new ESTA. I needed to fly by my own. I needed to leave her behind, and I would never, ever do that. I would never leave my wife behind. The only reason was that it's Dubai, and it's the safest city in the world.
yeah.
I can send her out 3 a.m. in the morning in a bikini. Nobody will even look at her.
No.
So I flew by my own. She came the night,
The next day.
next day. So I had actually to sleep, but I wasn't able to sleep because she came in, and then I did not digest. I did not sleep. I didn't lose weight. Then it got really close to make weight. So we needed an extra cardio session and like hoodie and stuff, all that stuff. But we made it, luckily. But the flight, 33 hours, wasn't fun.
Could you imagine? You don't like doing it. Imagine if you had to like diet down and fly. Well, you mean you went to India and stuff when you were competing? You did it.
I'm out of rhythm though, but the thing he talked about, he said something. You said like meal prep and stuff. Like we didn't have meal prep back in my era. It was like we were prepping all our own food pretty much.
That's what I do.
And it's a full-time job.
And sometimes it's kind of ugly because they don't heat your food up in the plane. So you need to bring it frozen in order to that it's not getting bad, right? Along the way, 33 hours. So when it's not, it's still frozen, but so they can't heat it up. But what can you do? I mean, it was kind of like chicken ice thing.
I gotta show them that thing. I got that. What is it called? Q Logic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Hot Logic,
about this
yeah.
big.
Yeah.
And it's got a zipper, and you plug it in, you set it, and it just slowly heats it up, and then you unzip it.
Can you put it in, like? Can you bring it into a plane?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's only
it's
this
like
big,
this
bro, and
big.
it comes in like a
Yeah.
It's like a little zipper bag, almost like a CD
like a-
case, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, but are you sure when it's heating up?
No,
maybe they're
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. You
Well,
just
it might
plug it in.
smell a little bit.
So what?
I don't care, but it's getting hot, right?
It doesn't get hot like that. It's enough to heat it up, but it's not like burn it. Yeah.
That's smart, babe. We need to buy that.
I'll find a link and give
Amazon,
it to you.
yes.
Yeah, because then you won't have to deal with
Probably
that.
have
every-
one sitting around somewhere.
I probably do somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice. Not eating like frozen chicken. Great. Or frozen fish. That's even more.
So I listen. I just looked at, you showed me. I got to watch you pose last year, and I was trying to figure out when that was. We trained together. I don't know how many days out it was, but
it should be like 7 to 10
you've
days before.
had a ton of success since then, and you look incredible leading into this show. Have you hit your stride yet? Like, is this? Are you getting better and better? I mean, at the Arnold, you were very impressive. Last year, knocking at the door. I know Matt has a couple questions about last year. We want to talk about that. But how is your confidence going into this year's Mr. Olympia compared to last year?
Well, last year we tried to bring a new version. So they increased the weight cap, and Neil told me, okay, Mike, we have one chance to bring a new version. If that's not going to happen, a new champ will be crowned, and there's actually no way, or it's actually pretty hard to dethrone this kind of person, right? So we need to bring something really new, and I hope that they like it. I said, okay. So we put on some size, and we changed the look, and obviously they liked it.
Because you were, what, fourth the year before?
No, 8th.
Oh, wow.
And
yeah,
the
you
year
had massive
before,
jump.
5th. So 5th, 8th, 2nd.
So you weren't in really a contender. So you fell into I was 8th to 2nd. You were 8th, what were you, 8th to 2nd? Is that what you were? 8th place to
8th place.
2nd? Damn, same as me. I didn't even realize that. I went from 8th to 2nd. Then I was second. But
I want to talk about that as well. Because that's like hard stuff.
Because you
and
felt
I
it.
went and won the Arnold every year. Every year I won the Arnold, but I was second.
Mentally, that's freaking
No, but
hard.
you know what? If you're at your best, man, like you were confident last year. When I posed you in the posing room, you're like, this is different.
this is not what they saw me last year. And to be honest, I was like, wow, he looks very impressive. But like you said, you were up against five-time winner, right?
He was 5-time at that time. Yeah.
And I've been in those shoes before. And as much as I was confident, you know, you're looking at a guy that they called the standard. But then you go toe-to-toe, and you have some first-place votes, right?
Multiple.
Which is crazy.
How did it make you feel, though? I mean, when you walked out on stage, when you brought down the package last year, you're backstage, you're looking at your competition, you're looking at, you know, Urs, Ramon, and these guys, and then obviously Chris. What's your mindset as you're walking onto that platform?
Last year?
Yeah.
I didn't expect anything because I was just wondering if they like my new version. And that's actually the funniest moment, as they sent Chris, Urs, and me backstage. So they compared us all, and then they sent us backstage. But 2 days before the weigh-ins, I love this story. Tyler said, if you leave the box, we're going to send you back and you won't lose the comparison, your first call out. I was like, okay, so I'm going to stay in my box. I won't move. And I saw Chris moving just one step out the box. I said, no, Mike, your ass stays here. Don't move. I saw Urs moving in front just one step. I said, you're going to stay here. Don't make the mistake. And then they said, Chris, Urs, and Mike backstage. I was like, oh, no. And I thought, oh, my gosh, Neil will come backstage. Neil will kick my ass so bad. But then I panicked kind of a bit, right? And then Chris put his hand on my shoulder and he said, congratulations. I was like, why? They send us backstage. Like, I fucked up. I will get a hard time the next few weeks. And he's like, no, man, congratulations. You made top 3. I was like, wait. And then it clicked. They would never send Chris backstage in Urs because they're basically the best competitors. But I was right in the mix. And then I realized, oh, shit, like, that could be really top 3. And as they called us out again on stage, it was fun because now I got the confirmation, okay, they like what they see, but now it's on me to fight for each and every pose and each and every potential placing. And in the end, they called Urs as 3rd place, so it was me and Chris left. And then I kind of panicked again because I didn't know what to expect. And I asked Chris, like, Chris, what's going to happen now? Like, what do I need to do? Is there anything I need to take care of? And he looked at me like, son, take your medal. They just called your name. I was like, oh. Walked there, took my medal. And then at that moment, I felt so, like, I was happy that I didn't win.
Why?
Because I was not ready. Jay, you know that. Winning the Olympia is not just winning a competition. As you win the Olympia, you are the ambassador. You are the face of the sport. And honestly, I would not have been ready. I mean, we're talking about footsteps of Chris Bumstead. He is mainstream famous. He's like, I don't know, 28 million people. And you're the next guy, and you need to do his job without knowing how that feels. That's crazy. And the day after, I got like 200,000 new followers, like 15,000 messages. And still today, I answer all of them personally. Every comment right now, I'm sitting on my phone for like 8 times a day until my Instagram blocks me.
Is that true? Or
Babe, how
Does he
much
sit on
time
his
do I
phone on
spend
the
on
phone?
Instagram daily?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so I answer all of them because I appreciate it so much. Like, Instagram by itself is an app. It's an app on your phone. And there are numbers popping up, new followers. But these numbers are real persons sometimes, hopefully.
So for Classic, is there 11 judges just like the Open?
I believe.
Then that means 4 people had him in first. Because Chris didn't have perfect. It was 6. I just looked at it. It was 6 and 12 instead of 5 and 10, which means 1 point scored. Top 3 and bottom 3 are thrown out. That means 4 people had you in first.
After prejudging, what does Neil say to you?
What he always says, I want to hug him. And he pushed me away and said, don't get a big head. Go back to your room, sleep, shut your mouth, and eat your food. And we talk later.
Okay.
That's how
He
Neil is,
was
right?
serious.
But
He is serious.
Did he think you were 3rd, 2nd, or 1st?
He didn't tell me anything.
And so, what did you think? After looking at the videos, pictures, your wife sat in the audience, what did she say?
It's funny. Every time I'm on stage, I don't remember anything. So I asked my wife, how did I look? And she takes the pictures, she compares some things, and obviously Instagram is really fast, so you can compare stage pictures.
Yes.
And as I saw myself, I was like, okay, condition is great. I need more here, more there. I wasn't complete. And that's the goal, becoming complete one day. So I got good instruction, good advice, and I was working on these spots. And this year, we filled these gaps. So I'm quite excited what they say.
Well, you filled a lot for the Arnold, too. I mean,
And that was just a period of like 3 months, but now we had 6. And we kept the same priorities. So I'm pretty sure we're going to bring something. I know already because I see myself. We're going to bring something more complete.
Fit Club started right here at the Strip, off Hacienda and Decatur. The energy, the grit, the place that set the standard for Vegas fitness. Then came Northwest, near Summerlin, sharing the Fit Club gym culture and vibes across Las Vegas. And the crown jewel, Henderson, a cutting-edge space designed for bodybuilders, competitors, and anyone chasing their best self. Fit Club Las Vegas, now with 3 locations.
Are you approaching this one different than the last one? Because obviously the last Olympia, you were trying to take down the biggest name that's ever been in your division. Now, Chris is not there. The guys that were ahead of you and behind you are no longer there. So how are you prepping for this show compared to the past shows, knowing that those guys aren't there?
Well, I don't take that as like really serious. So even Urs, he's competing in Open. Chris is not there anymore. But that does not mean that Ramon is not worth to win the show. Ruff, he could win the show. Everybody, like the top 5 guys, could win the show. So
Ruff wasn't there last year.
Exactly. Yeah. And I know that he improved a lot, but the thing is, how much did he improve? Because I improved as well. So I keep it really simple. I like the best classic physique competitor to win in order to become the best possible ambassador for the sport. Mm-hmm. So what I'd like to see is a guy travels the world and shares passion, love, and dedication for bodybuilding, brings bodybuilding to different countries, bring people together, creating a vibe worldwide, because the classic physique division has all the tools to become stupid big, like mainstream big. Chris did an amazing job. The whole world knows classic physique right now. And that's actually the game for the next guy coming up. And I did my best to practice all these skills, to travel, to bring people together, to be a great ambassador. So all in all, that's whoever might win the show. I just want to make sure it's the best possible ambassador for the sport.
What do you think, Jay?
What I think is he's in a different position only because he got the taste of second. You know, it changes your perspective on things because it solidifies you. The problem is if you talk to everyone, they automatically think you're the guy. How much have you heard that?
Every day, multiple, like
million
times.
What are you worried about? You're going to win.
You're going to, yes.
And that's a little frustrating because you know you can't discredit, like you just mentioned. You mentioned 2 guys, but there's also six.
We have 15 people.
But there's 60.
There's almost 70 in the class.
Yeah,
in the
so,
60s.
And listen, there's a lot of guys that deserve to be there.
Definitely.
And you moved up from 8th to 2nd.
Who got second at the Arnold?
Logan Franklin.
And he's there
and
too.
He's got the formula now. He
got the qualification.
But he's got the formula, meaning he's found his body. This is the best he ever looked at to you.
I totally agree. Yeah. As I was comparing, and I'm really precise when it comes to compare different physiques, so I do my homework. I know exactly how these guys train, how they eat, how they recover, what kind of protocols they do for supplementation, for working out, like what makes their body their body. And I know what I need to do to beat them. For example, I compared videos, me and Logan, toe on stage. He has a great flow, great structure, but he needs like 15 more pounds to be comparable. He's like, he brings definitely less muscle and he has more gaps. He's not like as complete, but he has such a beautiful flow. In terms of golden era classic bodybuilding, 90s-ish, that would be a great fit. Yeah. But for 2025, there are guys, they will rip him into pieces.
Let me ask you this.
Olympia.
Yeah, let me ask you this, though. If the audience is uncertain, I want you to tell me what the definition of classic is.
My opinion?
Yes. Well, I know what the standard. Tell me what if they had a description of classic, what is it?
Basically,
and then what your opinion.
Based on the regulations, you have a weight cap. As you making weight, you are able to compete in classic. That's it. It's bodybuilding with a weight cap. Period. When I need to explain people what classic is, it is the most possible aesthetic, complete bodybuilder on stage, but with different attributes. Something like an amazing posing, incredible dramatic X-frame. It's not only some muscle in good condition, it has to flow. It has to be so complete that you can basically turn him 360 degrees and you won't find a gap. And every pose, every angle needs to be kind of really, really aesthetic. So it's not about like huge muscle bellies. It's more about a greater flowing, aesthetic, eye-pleasing physique. Something like Flex Wheeler minus a few pounds. Just like beautiful. And this is what I want to do.
Flex would have made classic weight, though. He was
would?
213 when he did that crazy Arnold.
218, I think.
218. He was 5'11".
Yeah, bring him 10 pounds down. I don't know how tall he is.
5'11". He would have made the weight cap.
He would made weight.
Yeah.
Imagine. This is classic. This is what, like, and now people say, oh, Mike, you know what? You look like kind of a bodybuilder. Yes, I am.
Well, you are a bodybuilder. Every division's bodybuilding.
I'm just amazing when it comes to aesthetic and flow. Yes, this is classic. This is the picture of being classic. And I wanted to push that to the max. I wanted to create the most dramatic, aesthetic, eye-pleasing physique on stage. Small waist, full round, striated muscle bellies, and I know that I can bring all these attributes. I have full round muscle bellies. My condition will get super crazy. My flow is great. My bone structure is genetically perfect. It's made for being a classic bodybuilder. So the only thing I need to do is work hard, and that's what we did.
People say you must have hollow bones.
Hollow bones.
How does that make you feel? They're saying that it's almost an impossibility that you can make a weight. Right now, people are questioning, because of your dimensions, how is he going to make weight?
That's the same question people ask Usain Bolt why he runs so fast. Because he's just better.
Is there any issue with you making weight at this year's Olympia?
No. I could step on stage next week.
Well, I saw that, yeah.
Literally, Neil knows how to make weight, and we are if just a few pounds over. We're just keeping it there.
Yeah.
We could be stage ready in 1 or 2 weeks.
Isn't that, I think Breon talked about that, didn't he?
Can I use that?
Yeah.
Can I try that?
Of course you can, yeah.
Sour gummy worm.
Yeah. Is it open? Make sure it's open.
It is open.
Or just take a swig.
No, just put it in your water. It's good. Just try it. Of course you can.
I don't know.
Is it concentrate?
Yeah, that's good.
L-carnitine.
It's just L-carnitine. There's nothing else in it. It's perfect.
Okay, so I can talk to Neil. I said, no, I didn't drink sweeteners. It was just carnitine.
You can take some too. I'll give you a few bottles. You can try. It's good, right? It tastes good, right?
Oh, I love that.
Wow, it's good.
I don't like water.
Diet, right?
Look at he's all excited.
No, it does.
And that wasn't staged. If anyone's like, you did it on purpose.
So let me ask you a question. Because I've been in your shoes.
A lot.
Yes. Do you visualize yourself right now?
Jay, since I'm 11.
I know, but you just told me, though, I wasn't ready. Did it take an Arnold victory to solidify yourself? Did it take you that second place and get acceptance from, the greatest ambassador in your division to build that confidence? Or have you realized looking in the mirror, you were sure as fast to show me what you look like today. Do you visualize yourself now as the position guy to lead this division?
Yes, but that has nothing to do with my body. It was more about understanding the situation and understanding what kind of person I need to be in order to become an ambassador for the sport. Because I did it all for myself. Like, I was training in order to become my best. But winning the Olympia is not about me anymore. It's about everybody who's looking up to classic physique. And I wanted to make sure I'm the guy to look up to. In order to do that, I needed some experience, especially after the Olympia. Now I know how it feels when all eyes on you and what they expect. Then I won the Arnolds, and that was like kind of a confirmation. Okay, everything you did to become the person you want to become, the ambassador, that it looks like it working out pretty well. And since then, I just kept doing this. I was still traveling. I was meeting people. I brought people together. I supported the IFBB Pro League and the NPC. And you might know that we met on different events.
Where'd you meet Mike the first time?
I don't remember.
First time,
I don't know.
Like,
I've
not
seen
in
him all
Vegas?
over.
I think it was Vegas.
I think it was Vegas.
Oh,
I think it was
okay.
at Fit Club. He just came up and introduced himself one day. You know, but
I knew him before, obviously.
But you know, there's not a lot of people in our industry now, and it's kind of a gripe that I have, that actually get out and go see the world and see the fans around the world. And you are one of the few that does it on a regular basis.
You have no idea how much fun that is. Like, the experience we made, my wife and me, traveling the last 3 years nonstop. I mean, people go on vacation once a year, and after like 15 years, they saw 15 different places, and they're like, this is top-notch shit, right? But we do that on a weekly basis. Guatemala, Dubai, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, like so many different places, and all these places have great people, great vibes, great gyms, people with dreams. And as they come together, we're creating such it's almost really hard to explain how that feels. Like, when so many people come together, like-minded people, it's priceless.
It's great. You know, it's like I've said, it's something that I've noticed a lot of people only hone in on. I need to be in America. The world's a huge place, and there's fans all over the world that have different passports, that speak different languages, and you don't have to speak the same language. You can go in a gym and not be able to communicate with anybody, but they know if you say.
That's what we did.
They know.
You don't need to talk or speak in their language. You don't need to be friends. It's basically being like a motorbike guy. Yeah. You just drive and you hold, like, you say hi, and there's another guy, like a moto. How can I say, like a motor guy? Just raising his hands.
He drives a motorcycle. While the motorcycles wave at each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that's what.
Same thing with the Jeep people, and it's the same.
Yeah, but it's the same thing in the gym. Like, as you walk in there, and there's another bodybuilder or another fitness enthusiast, like, bang, and you don't need to be friends. Like, hey, bro, what up? Tomorrow you're gonna train legs with me? Yeah, bro, sure. Like, yeah, that's how easy it is. And imagine we can bring people together in this kind of fashion.
Just think about because I've seen you in Dubai. Think of the different people you train with from different parts of the world. You see them in the gym, and you're training with Andrew one day, or you're training with Behruz, or you're training with Larry Wheat. Like, there's people from all over the world there. And that, to me, is always what bodybuilding's been about.
And sometimes you don't need to let them come to you. You can go to them.
Yeah.
For example, I can call Wesley. Hey, bro, are you down to train a few days in Netherlands? Like, I'm coming over. Yeah, bro, sure. You can live in my house. We're going to stay there for 4 days. Then I will, call Jay. Hey, Jay, what's up? I'm coming to Vegas. You down for a session? Yeah, let's do Tuesday. I'm not that busy. You know, it gets easier over time, but as soon as you understand that you share the same vision and the same passion, it gets so easy to connect. And we can do that around the world, everywhere, literally everywhere.
Can I ask you, you just mentioned Wesley. He's sitting out this year. There's talk of him going to open, all this chatter. Urs obviously stepped on open stage. That's great success.
Oh, he looked amazing.
Bumstead competed last year in Prague. Very close one. Some opinions think he should have won. Why do you feel these guys are stepping out of the division and moving into a different category?
Maybe because they're scared. No, just kidding. I don't know. If I would walk in Ur's shoes, I would probably do the same, because he has all the tools to become a great open bodybuilder. And he just transitioned from classic to open in 1 year. And
Which is incredible.
And he won 2 shows like straight away. That tells you many different things. Give him like 1 or 2 more years, he will be right in the mix.
Yep.
And he's a hard worker. He knows what to do. And I'm pretty sure he will be in the top spot soon.
And what about Wesley? Like, do you think he, like, did he say he was going to compete in open? Do you just talk to
I
him,
think I saw a video on Instagram that he might think about switching to open.
And do you think Ramon will at some point?
That's what he said. Ramon said it on YouTube, or I think YouTube or Instagram, that he might switch to open.
And everyone's expectations are you're going to do the same.
No, I'm going to win 9 Olympia titles first. I'm going to switch Chris' number upside down. And then after that, we're going to do a 10th one. So I'm not going to.
He's got a
compete
plan.
in
You know,
open.
we had Keon on this podcast, and people are pushed, they're talking about how great he would be as open. Sean Ray predicted he was the next Mr. Olympia.
I'm telling you, if he goes open and he pushes, I don't see anyone beating Keon.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
He told me the same thing. So
listen, I saw him at the New Tech Gym one day, and I said afterwards, I said, right now, he might have a problem with the taller guys at this point, but he can still, but the guys that are his height, they're in trouble.
I'm telling you, I would bet $1,000 right now. If he would compete this year in Olympia, would get a top 5 spot.
Yes, I agree.
maybe better than top 5.
I just don't
yes.
want to lose $1,000.
No, he is 100% in the mix
100%,
right
yeah.
now.
I know, but he wants to solidify himself as one of the great 212 bodybuilders. He said, he actually said on our podcast he didn't have any favor to go towards the open. And
I already kind of knew he was.
Well, I didn't know this.
Yeah, he told me.
I guess Prague's been on his mind for a minute.
Prague's a cool show. And he said he will compete in open.
But I think it's more for him to, because we all know his cap it's not a weight issue. Like, he's not dying to get to the, like, he's not like
He's
Flex or,
200-ish, 190.
He's going to be 205 to 208 this year.
I think he'll be closer to the cap.
Close to the
I
cap.
think
Last
it'll be
year he was
I think
way
it'll be
up.
Imagine, he
210.
looks like
I know,
300 pounds.
But he said he wants to take his time. He's younger, which, you guys are both younger guys, right?
how old is
I
he?
think he's 29 or 30.
Yeah, same age, 31.
Just you. So he's kind of saving it, but the problem is the expectations of the world, the pressure on someone like that. Oh, he's just automatically going to win. I mean, he has to get through this 212 first too, and there's a hell of a competitor from Turkey that's in the 212. That young kid. But it's not a super deep division, the 212. Did you come from 212?
No, I competed in 212.
That's what I mean.
2019, but I was just too tall.
Too tall.
Yeah.
The good guys are 5'5", 5'6". Low. Flex is what, 5'5", 5'6"?
Derek and Hottie and all those guys were in
They're
there.
all in that range. You just look stringy at
Yeah.
that because you're just too much. Too
And
tall.
you need to fill it, right?
What's your weight cap in classic?
Secret.
No, weight
What's your
cap.
cap?
What's your cap now? How much do you weigh?
How much can you weigh for your
Yeah,
height?
what's the cap in your height?
Secret.
I don't know what it is.
Well, no, it's public. What is it? What is the cap in men's?
It's
classic?
212.
Oh, it's
212?
212? Okay.
So
I
what's-
always
what can-
make fun about people when they say, "Oh, Mike looks 212." Like, correct?
So let me ask you a question. What's Ken Bumstead? What was he? What was his cap?
240?
Oh, something like
And Wesley and all the
yeah.
taller guys,
Over
right?
6'1", yeah.
I don't know exactly, but it's like 240-ish.
So is Ramon in your cap too?
No,
Yes.
he's bigger.
Oh, he is. He's a little taller.
227, I think.
Okay.
He's 5'10", 5'11". They have a decent jump between the height. Good amount of weight.
What do you look forward to most about the Olympia weekend coming up? You spend time meeting people, or do you? Are you just honed in, obviously, on the contest and lock yourself up and just do what you're there for?
The only thing I can think about is, I love that.
Were you just playing the music of your routine when you came? Is that what you were just talking about?
No, he was talking
Oh,
about some
okay.
music industry.
I see myself sitting at home a few days up before the Olympia, 8 p.m. Candlelight is on, music is on. We have a Disney movie running. My dad is right next to me on the couch with my wife. That's what we do. I love that. That's what we do every year. Like Lion King, Hercules, Mulan, like The Beauty and the Beast. I love that shit. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's my time. Like, you don't need to push in the gym. Like, you're done. Diet is over. It's like just getting ready, recover, and eat, and weight is done. Like, then it's fun time. And my dad's here. I don't see him often. Like, I meet him in Germany. I try to spend as much time with him as possible. And when he's coming to Vegas, and the story behind is so intense. He tried to kill himself so many times. And I haven't seen him for months and months and months. And then he locked himself at home. And nobody heard or saw him. And I called him, it was 2014. I called him and I was in contest prep for the Arnold Classic Europe back then. And I called him and said, hey, Dad, you know what? This time I won't make it. Like, I'm out. He's like, what? What happened? He's like, Dad, I'm too tired. Like, I just can't make it. He's like, okay, where you at? Where you train today? It's like, in our bodybuilding gym. He said, okay, I'm going to be there in like 15 minutes. I was like, what? You didn't leave your house the last 3 weeks? You never called anyone? Like, everybody thought you're dead. And now you're pushing me to become my best? Then I understood, oh, wait, there's a button I can press. Right the next day, I called him again and said, hey, Dad, today's legs, I'm like super tired. Can you help me out? He's like, sure, let's meet there again. I'm there in 10 minutes. It's like, oh, okay. And then did the preparation, and I called him and said, hey, Dad, you know what? I don't have anyone for my tanning. And it was a big thing for him to step in a plane with like many people at the same time, and he's not able to just go out if he panics, right? If his depression kicks bad. And he bought the ticket. He was sitting in the plane and he supported me all the way. And this is the moment I realized, okay, he would never stand up for himself, but he would do everything for his son. And I kind of used it, abused it, but in order to push him and show him the world of bodybuilding, even when he was not able to compete as a pro, I am able to compete as a pro, and he can live his dream through my journey, kind of. So we're doing that together. Every Olympia he was part of, every pro show he helped me out, he did the 10. And imagine seeing my dad in a facility locked because he tried to kill himself so many times. And now he's like, I'm coming to USA and I'm going to buy the tickets. I'm going to sit alone in the plane. I'm going to support you. Like, that's so powerful. And I enjoy every second when he's just sitting next to me. I feel it. Like, it's not like that my dad's sitting next to me. My dad is sitting next to me. He's not dead. He did not kill himself. We made it this far. Like, and then my wife, she's next to me. She spent every day with me, literally every second. And now the job is done. We can relax. We can watch a Disney movie without thinking about, oh, I have 4 more thousand steps. Oh, another low carb meal. Oh, tomorrow is legs again. It's like, we're done.
I don't know if the job's ever done, though.
It's not, but it feels like. Just for
so
4 hours.
It's temporary done for a couple
Was your dad
days.
in Ohio?
No. Not this year,
okay.
Unfortunately.
So he's coming to Olympia.
Yes.
And has he been to Vegas before?
He loves Vegas.
And he comes to Fit Club and trains with you and New Tech and all these places?
Mm-hmm. We train together.
Wow. Did I meet him?
Yes, you did.
I did.
The bald guy.
I remember.
But he's basically like my best friend, so he's not like a dad. He's like a...
It's like a training partner, too.
Yeah, he's like my best buddy. Like, I can go party with him. He's a fucked up guy, I'm telling you. He's a super funny guy.
Too bad he wasn't here. We could throw him on.
Oh.
So Mike, you talk about all these, like the networking, and obviously you have a successful training business. You train a lot of clients. Are these worldwide clients? Are these people that you meet? Are they people that speak different languages? How many languages do you speak right now?
German, obviously, English, solo poco español, but just a little bit. But mostly I coach people from US, from Mexico, Dubai, Germany, Italy, Spain.
That's a big demographic.
Yeah, like
Male, female?
both. My wife, she's mostly doing the females because we're also doing the posing. And I mean, I learned how to pose as a bikini in order to show my clients. But Shani is amazing. When she was 21, she ran 5 gyms at the same time. She has a bachelor degree in sports and science. He's a teacher for students and universities. She's...
And you from Germany or?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What do you speak?
I speak German, English, a little bit Spanish, and French.
process.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, when you travel to all these places, what about visas and stuff like that? What countries?
They got a German
Oh,
passport.
we're
Oh, so
lucky
it's
with
pretty-
German
That's a pretty
passports.
good passport.
Because that's always always the first question. He says, "Hey, I got a such and such," and I said, "Do I need a visa for that?" Because
German's good.
we used to have to send out our passports and get the
For
visas.
years, we
Remember
did, yeah.
that?
The last time, the China one, I had to send it off.
The only visa we need is UK.
We need that now too. Starting while we were at FIBA. Remember when I had a panic?
Yeah.
They changed the law
The day before,
2
yeah.
days
Yeah.
before.
No way.
So we get to the airport and they're like, "You can't get on the plane." I'm like, "What? You need a new visa?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Bro, he rips out his laptop right there, like that laptop. He
I
pulls it
sat
out
there in the corner and I just
right there, and
I bought them.
And the one guy was rude to us, but then they came
total
over. They
dick.
were so
Made it?
super nice.
We paid a lot of money, almost $1,000, but we got them in 2 hours.
Wow.
But they're good for 2 years.
Because we were going to do a guest appearance, and
Yeah,
we had,
right
like
after
it was
FIBA.
literally a crunch to get there. So it's like we need to get here because we're paid to be here.
Yep.
And they're like, "You can't get on the plane," and I'm like, "Yo,
Yeah, I had this situation
So you did the
before,
same thing. Yep.
but I was not able to fly out.
Really?
It was COVID. I qualified for the Olympia the very first time, and I called my dad. Dad, we made it. And then we bought the tickets, ready for the Olympia the very first time. Super excited with my dad, and then they said, "You can't fly." I was like, "What the fuck are you talking?"
Yeah.
Like, I have the Olympia coming up, and you don't tell me shit. I'm gonna fucking go to the plane, and I will compete. I said, "No, you won't." And then
Did you go to Mexico?
no,
Because
it was 5 days out for the
Oh yeah,
Olympia.
you
So
can't do that. Man.
I was kind of a little bit emotional right there.
course.
So I tried to get the tickets and I screamed. I was really aggressive. I cried. And then the plane left and it was like, okay, you know what? Imagine look into my dad's eyes. And obviously he was kind of upset because of me because I wasn't able to compete. But I was upset that I was not able to fulfill what I wanted to. Like, I wanted to show him the Olympia the very first time, and I was so excited. I wasn't able to sleep for days and days because now, finally, after like 15 years, we don't make it. That was bad.
So obviously you've had a lot of ups and downs, and I know I don't know what it's called, but I know you've talked to me about you have a medical condition that makes it a lot harder for you to get ready than maybe some other guys. So talk a little bit about it and what you have to go through to prep for a show.
It's called porphyria variegata. It's a genetic disease, and my body's not able to produce hemoglobin properly. And 0.00000.1% got that, and they live in South Africa. So you're gonna meet some people maybe, but I was one of a few Europeans, so nobody really knew what it's about. After I turned pro in March, my birthday came around 19th of April. I was recovered. I was super in off season, really easy. We didn't push it all. And I was walking outside in the sun the day of my birthday, and then I just noticed that my skin started to burn really bad, like almost chemical burn. Like not a flame, like super bad. And I scratched myself and I saw that I have all my skin under my nails and everything was bleeding. And then I was like, what the hell is that?
It's like a horror movie.
I pulled my skin and I pulled my skin like paper. Like I was able to pull my skin like this. Then I was just tipped and back home. We went into the hospital, but they didn't know what it is, right? So they injected a lot of painkillers, and my liver enzyme levels were around 1,000. So organ failure.
Yeah.
And they said, okay, we need to measure that again because it's not possible you just walk out and in here like it's nothing. Because your liver is cooked, like your liver is doing shit.
Yeah.
And then they checked it 2-3 times, but it showed the same result, something between 980 and 1,000, whatever. And yeah, I had quite a hard time. I spent like 6 months in the hospital. They did everything you can imagine. They put like needles in my body like that long with like electric stimulation to see how my nerves firing, psychological tests, physiological tests. Like we have papers of papers of papers. And after 2 years, they called me, the boss dermatologist from the university called me and said, hey, Mike, we have the solution. I was like, really? Finally, so I don't need to die? I said, okay, come over, let's compare. And you know that I'm kind of a hobby nerd, so I did my own research, my own blood work. I took medicine, I pulled medicine, I changed my food, my recovery, my sleep, working out, like workouts, everything, just in order to compare what my levels are doing and what I can do. Because there's no solution. It's a genetic disease. You live with it or you die with it. But I wanted to find a solution because I had two options. The doctor told me, congratulations, you turned pro, but you never ever compete again because you will die. And I told him, okay, let's see who's the last man standing. It's the devil or me. There was not a negotiation about if I compete. It's about how. Yeah. And after 2 years, we came together and they said, oh, Mike, we have the solution. It's the protein. And I was like, no, it's not the protein. Why you say that? And I said, because I doubled my protein from 200 to 400 grams. If that's the case, my liver enzyme levels would go up, but they come down. How is that possible? How can my liver be so much lower in numbers when I double my protein? And they said, we don't know, but that's your personal opinion. We can't put that in paper. I mean, which is...
I'm just saying, why is it opinion if that's what the numbers are showing? That's a fact.
They did not pull the numbers.
Oh,
I did it privately.
Okay. Like, that's not an opinion. Number's a number.
Yeah, and I found out that if I'm using things producing more oxygen, obviously, it will increase my liver enzyme levels because my body is not able to produce oxygen, red blood cells.
Okay.
But it has nothing to do with protein. And since then, they explain, their doctors now, that you need to lower protein in my case. But that won't help you. It's about lowering the production of oxygen, and especially different medicines such as ibuprofen, paracetamol. They would actually kill my liver.
So in order for you to continue on, is there certain things you just have to avoid?
Definitely.
Like give us an idea of things you have to avoid.
No drugs, no alcohol, no orals. When we're talking about bodybuilding, these things are like highly
to your liver. Yeah.
Yes. I would never recommend using these things, but in competitive bodybuilding, there might be a case that people use these things, but I just should not do that. And I can't push. And that's the reason why I will not compete in open, because it's just too dangerous. I might look great as I'm filling my frame, my bone structure. It might look great, and I might like it, but I have a beautiful wife. And if I have to decide to compete in open or live like 20, 30 years with my wife, I would rather do classic for 500 more years, stay healthy, and live a great life with my wife.
Wow. Did you know that?
Yeah.
I didn't know the details of it. I
didn't know that it was that extreme. So right now, like, do you have to monitor like your blood work constantly? Like, how often?
Right now, we're pulling blood work every second week, and I have a beautiful clinic at the American Wellness. It's like close to New Tech Gym. And George, he's a bodybuilder too, so he knows.
Marano. Yeah.
Oh, he's a great guy. He knows all the markers. He knows all the tools we can utilize to recover better, such as like red light therapy, hyperbaric chamber, IV treatments, peptide IV treatments, all that stuff. And I've been to his clinic yesterday actually to talk about my blood markers. And straight away he said, okay, we're going to add glutathione, we're going to do this, and that, and then we can just manage the numbers. And I was like, wait a minute. This is the spot right here where I can turn my body into a superhuman. Because now I have all the markers, the numbers here, the information. I have a guy who knows what these numbers are about, and I know some things here and there as well. So we combine the knowledge, and we just correct these numbers, they are not like as we want them to be. For example, as you're pushing diet for like 16 weeks, your thyroid might adapt. So your thyroid hormones just come slightly down. But I want to be in a range where it's still positive. So in a good range. So we checked that my T4 levels were actually too low, not in range. And he said, there might be a case that it would be beneficial to you as we bring that up in the mid-range so you feel better. Because as thyroid drops, you feel like kind of fatigue, right? But that's what we do on a weekly base. We check the numbers. We're trying to turn these numbers into a position where we get the most benefits out of it. And then we're going rock and roll.
I know, but what when you travel and all this?
It depends where. So USA is pretty easy to blood work. You have all the labs. Mexico, super easy. Germany, horrible. As you calling a doctor, hey, I have a heart failure. I have my kidney. Somebody stole my kidney. They will say, oh yeah, we might have an appointment in like 8 months.
It's free healthcare, right?
Yeah. Dubai is easy.
Dubai is 50 minutes.
They'll come to your room.
Dubai is super fast. Yeah. So as I said, as we traveled, we figured out how to do different things. For example, first time in Mexico, my wife and me, we are like, let's don't be the tourists and let's rent a place like outside, not in the center. But Mexico outside means in the jungle. No lights, no streets, no running water, nothing. And we didn't have a car. So I ended up walking through the jungle, like 30 minutes to like a kiosk, like a small grocery shop with my fucking straps to get these 20-liter bottles, and farmers walk back home because we had no water. And
That's can't cardio.
Right. And we were walking to the gym an hour in the Cancun, Cancun sun.
Yeah.
An hour to the gym. So I did an hour cardio in the morning. I walked an hour to the gym. I trained for 2 hours. I walked an hour back. And then we spent all day outside and adding 25,000 steps, plus 2 times cardio, plus 3 posing rounds, plus 2 workout sessions a day.
I just think of snakes. That's the thing. Like we're
snakes, spiders, jaguars.
Jaguars.
Do you train twice a day?
No. But I can if I need to.
Jay's trying to find a bodybuilder that trains twice a day.
We just had Sean on, and we just. Why doesn't anyone
train twice? I'm
probably
going to train twice next week, but I need to pee really urgently.
It's okay.
How can I find where's the bathroom?
Go behind that curtain.
Go behind that curtain right there.
In the curtain?
Yeah.
Just go behind it, and there's a door. Yes, push it and see. There's a door.
This is like labyrinth around here. I think, you know what I would love? I'm not stopping this. We're going to keep talking until he's done. I really want you to go in the jungle and have to walk 30 minutes.
I don't know if I've ever been to Cancun. Have you been to Cancun?
Many a times.
Did you stay there for
a
while?
Playa del Carmen, Cancun. See, like Cancun to me, it's like it's 2 different cities. There's the Cancun where the tourists go, and then there's Cancun, the city, and it's like a different world. But no, I think you need to go somewhere where you have to walk for 30 minutes to go somewhere.
He's smart. At least he brought wrist straps and he strapped up the jugs of water.
I just want to fly a drone over the top of you and watch you walking down the street looking for jaguars and snakes and stuff.
Have you seen a jaguar before?
Maybe when I was little in
Florida. Did you go on a safari in South Africa yet?
We did, but we didn't see jaguars. There you see lions. Lions, leopards, cheetahs.
Did you go on a full safari? Or?
Not a full one.
Okay.
But no, we did see. We're going to go probably in October, November we will.
How long is a safari usually, like time-wise?
As long as you want. You can go stay there for a week. They can take you somewhere different every day.
Mike, have you been to South Africa before? It's okay.
We'll get him there.
It's okay.
No, never. Is it cool?
Matt,
I go
we were
like
just talking
twice
about
a year.
going on a safari.
You told me many cool things about South Africa.
We'll go back in end of October.
You have a bucket list of things places you're going to go this year once you're done competing for a minute?
I'm booked out until end of April.
Anything, anywhere exotic that you're going that you haven't been before?
Hong Kong, Malaysia.
I used to live there.
Where?
Hong Kong. I was just there 2 weeks ago.
Tell me more about that.
What do you want to know?
culture, people, food, vibe.
Gyms.
So
Yeah.
Hong Kong is not China. Everybody thinks it's China. It's not. You know,
Obviously.
it has its different language, different flags, different currency, different everything. It's an Asian city that has a European vibe because it was, up until 1997, it was a territory of the UK. And if you cross over, take a boat to Macau, they were a territory of Portugal until 1999. So if you go there, the people there can speak Cantonese, Mandarin, English, and Portuguese in Macau. And it's a tiny, tiny little spot. It's all casinos. And then you go to Hong
Try a
Kong,
different flavor.
he's hooked.
What do you got?
Well, I got the watermelon.
Watermelon
I
is-
got blue straws. Try this watermelon.
Watermelon.
Like that.
But I lived there for 2 years, and it was two of the best 2 years of my life. Because it has like that, to me, it has like that vibe that like maybe my grandparents had, where the sense of community, where I lived, everything I needed was within 2 blocks of me.
Oh, I love that.
But there, like my refrigerator was this big. My flat at the time was 34 square meters. It was $4,000 a month. It's very expensive. Hong Kong's very expensive. It is ridiculously expensive. So when I would go to the gym, when I'd come home to train, you can only get 1 day's worth of food. That's all the space you have. So I would take my backpack to the gym with nothing in it, just whatever. And then every day I'd walk in, the butcher knew what I was getting. He'd give me my 2 pounds of ground chicken. He'd give me this. And instead of having like a protein shake afterward, I would get this 5 greens. So I'd go, the lady would take a blender or juicer and she'd put 5 vegetables. And I felt better from just getting that raw, just nutrients from vegetables.
That sounds
than any
like
food.
Mexico. You
Yes.
go there outside and there's like buckets of like super fresh fruits and
Yes.
vegetables for like 50 cents.
Yes.
Love that.
Well, it's not 50 cents there, but
No, it's like $50.
but when you go there, obviously you go into Hong Kong, definitely go see Macau.
What are you going for?
Like a training camp. It's not confirmed. It was just in the mix because as we go from Malaysia to Dubai, we can just hop to Hong Kong, 3-hour flight,
Yeah,
and
3
go
hours.
from Hong Kong to Dubai. Just need to figure it out. And
I go
plan.
back actually after the Olympia, Tuesday after the Olympia, we fly straight to Hong Kong. Going back
What day?
Tuesday after the Olympia, I go straight to Hong Kong.
Okay, no.
Well, Manila first, and then Hong Kong, and we'll be there for about a week, and then we go to Dubai.
It's in the end of mid-November, so we're gonna miss each other.
You never know. I might. Hey, listen, once I leave the country, we decide as we go. So
What's it
I
like to
might
be a
end up-
nomad?
Amazing.
It was really fun in the beginning.
Yeah.
So all new experiences, but once you travel to different countries already, you know what to expect.
Yeah.
For example, business in Mexico is hard. For example, personal trainings. There might be some people paying you $50, but that's what they earn in a week, mostly. Dubai for business, fucking golden place. Business in Vegas, in USA, great. So every time we're traveling, we have different things in different countries. For example, I would not push business in Mexico. I would push vacation and meeting friends and having a great time and go out and have some great foods and fruits and all that stuff.
You have real good food there.
Definitely. Dubai, definitely place to hustle, 24/7, available, everything you can imagine. USA, that's bodybuilding, basically. When it comes to the Arnolds, the Olympia, this is where we spend the most time in the US, and that's bodybuilding.
You're primarily in Vegas.
Yes. Yep. So, in the beginning, it was quite exciting and seeing all these different places, but now it's more about, oh, babe, it's another 18-hour flight. Yeah, and then you don't unpack your suitcases anymore because you just spent there for like 4 days. And then you hop into a plane again. It's like another 12-hour and 20-hour and 22 hours. And you don't sleep, you fly overnight, and then you have still your meet and greets the next day. And nobody cares if you're tired.
Yeah.
They want to have your time. They want to have an exciting, great day, good vibes, positive. If I'm like this and I don't want to talk to people, I mean, after not sleeping for 2 days, you might be a little bit exhausted and like 300, 400, 500 people waiting for you. But imagine, we worked so hard for so many years that people actually want to see me in different countries. They don't speak my language. They don't know who I am, but they still want to see me. And all I can do is bring my best and be the ambassador for the sport and bring some excitement to these people. So it doesn't matter how hard it is to travel. It's still a super nice feeling meeting people, and that solidifies everything before.
What do you feel is the best gift that you've been given from bodybuilding outside of, you know, being on stage and getting the rush?
Problems. I love problems. As you are smart enough and you face problems, you're actually able to create solutions or tools or skills to work on these problems. And I don't call myself intelligent, but I have a super smart wife. And as soon as I face any problem, we're going to sit down together, we figure it out, and we go from there. And that's how we improve. And that's how we improved all the years before. The bigger the problem, the better the solution.
We don't just fight insurance companies, we train for it. If you want results, get a lawyer that puts in the work. 107. Do you trust a lawyer that doesn't train? 102. Or a lawyer that quits when it gets tough. Pacific West Injury Law. We're built to win.
What's been your highest and your lowest point in bodybuilding?
I would say the lowest point was actually the moment the doctor told me, you're not going to compete again. Because I just turned pro.
What year was that?
2018, March. Turned pro in London. One of the very first Olympia qualifications after they split. You remember?
Yes.
Wesley turned pro in Classic that day, the show, and I turned pro in bodybuilding, open bodybuilding. That was actually a really hard time because I didn't know what to expect. Maybe the doctor was right and I'm going to die tomorrow. I didn't know, but I was still working. And I never tried to find an excuse. I tried to find a way how to become better and healthier. It was not on the table if I stopped bodybuilding or not. And the best moment, hard. I would say it was after the Arnolds or after the Olympia. I would say the Arnolds because that was the moment I was able to see my wife after they called me as the winner. I was able to see her. At the Olympia, I wasn't able to see her because he was like on the outside. And I looked in her eyes and I saw them, like I saw all the emotions in just a quarter second. And then I did this and she came to, I pulled her up. She was on stage with me holding the trophy. And I say, she didn't hold my trophy. She held her trophy. It was not mine, it was her trophy. She pushed every day with me.
Will you come around here real quick and just give him a hug on the camera?
And
you got to have this.
Were you crying or?
When I was
Okay.
when
No,
I
this
was
is a good
tired,
moment. It's a good moment.
When I was tired, she pushed me, and she's always there. She tells me when to push harder.
Yeah, pull her in there. Yeah, go ahead.
She tells me when I'm not good enough. She tells me when I'm good enough. And she's the only person who is able to fight Iblis.
Who's able to stop you when you're overdoing it?
Iblis is my, let's call it,
Other self?
dark side.
Okay.
You guys know Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and all these guys. Do you know Tim Grover?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
He talked a lot about the dark side, and that actually the moment I realized, oh wait, this is what makes me so like crazy sometimes. And I was never able to stop the voice. When I'm like broken into pieces, I'm laying on the floor, I'm soaked in sweat, I'm dizzy, I can't move anymore, Iblis will still tell me, oh, lazy bitch. Oh, you have the luxury to lay down now? Okay. Oh, there you go. Don't win the Olympia. Okay. And then I will stand up. And even if I die, I will fucking walk. And then Shani comes into play and she's like, hey, babe, you know what? That was actually good enough. You did 25,000 steps. You did 3 rounds of posing. You trained twice a day. You ate all your meals. You pushed hard. You did everything. And then I'm like, hey, Iblis, you know what? Shut the fuck up. She's right. I don't even question her anymore. And I'm a really stubborn person. But when she said, don't or do, I don't even question it because I know 98% she must be right.
Yeah, that's
Anything to
sometimes
say?
the hard part, to get you to stop, because when Mike has a goal, he does everything to be the best and to reach it. Even if it's just a small thing like, hey, I got a problem with putting the SD card into my laptop, somehow it doesn't work, can you take a look? He will sit there 4 hours straight until everything is figured out.
You have to.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
same
that's
way.
how he treats everything. But especially when you're prepping for a big show like the Arnolds or the Olympia, you have to take care of your recovery to not burn out.
I'm the guy. When it's 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm waking up, it's like I could do 2,000 more steps. I could train some abs. I could practice this and that. And then I can hear Shani, babe, what about sleep? Could also be important. And I was like, yeah, okay, she's right. Okay, Mike, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Do you sleep?
I would not call it sleep, but you
Rest.
mentioned something like ADHD. So I never really figured out why I was so bad in school back then, because I'm just not able to just follow one thought. I still have 15 thoughts at the same time. Even if we're talking right now, I'm thinking about a tire. Why how can I say that?
Ball bearings. The ball bearings. The tire.
No. When a tire is running really fast, why the physical tension pushes you to the outside? Centrifugal, whatever it's called in English. So even when we're talking, I'm like, my head is like bang, 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 bang.
You know, it's
Are you
my brain's
coachable?
like that too.
Are you coachable?
Ask Neil, but yes, I think so.
It almost sounds like you'd be like, there's guys that are uncoachable. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like they sabotage themselves.
No.
So you actually, when he tells you to do something, does he do it?
Exactly.
But you know what though? You can tell you trust Neil. If you didn't trust him, but you trust what he says.
And even if I don't trust him, I just call him and say, hey, Neil, explain.
Do you have to know the reason why, though?
Not all the time. And if I ask Neil and he tells me, you know what, Mike, you should better shut the fuck up. And I was like, okay, coach.
So he kind of has to talk to you like that to make you understand. See, I don't see Neil like that. Like, we had him on the podcast. He's just such a soft-spoken dude.
If you saw our Instagram DMs, you'd think something
Really?
different. Sorry, Neil.
Love you, Dad.
I think I get cussed out once a day. And
like
I'm just
Neil-
his friend.
Neil, like he trains like Brandon Hendrickson, right? And he trains like Rafael Brandel. Who else is he training? Anyone else in this show? Who else is he training? Ryan,
the men's physique.
Yeah, Ryan.
Alex
Clark.
Cambronero.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a lot of people.
Yeah, he has.
And Ryan Terry?
no,
you've trained
Ryan
Ryan?
Clark. But he
Okay, but
trained Ryan Terry
I remember he
2
did.
years ago.
Okay. So are those considered teammates to you guys?
Yes, and we live like a big team crew thing. Like every time we are traveling somewhere and there's a Y3T teammate, it's not negotiable that we hang out together. It's like a team thing. And we don't need to know each other. It's just, okay, we're teammates. Try the bet, this watermelons.
I got to ask you something else. So you won the Arnold, and you got to speak to Arnold, and very few native German language speakers got to. What is that like? Obviously, we know Arnold from the U.S., but he's from, I know it's Austria, but he's still from that area. What is that like?
I was super excited. The moment he stepped on stage, and you need to imagine you stay there, somebody is handing you over the trophy and the medal, and that's super exciting. And then someone says, Arnold's coming. And everybody stops, like time stops. And then he's walking backstage, and you can see him walking on stage. It's like, and you think like, okay, what is he going to ask me? What can I say? And then he comes up, it's like, hey, I don't remember what he said.
Did you speak in German?
Glückwunsch. Yeah, he said like, congratulations. You looked amazing. Du siehst super aus. In German. And I was shaking his hands and he turned around and he left. I was not even able to talk to him. I mean, he's quite busy. He can't just be there for hours and just talk to them. And, so he shook my hand and then he left. I wanted to ask him if we trained together. I've never been to Venice. I've never been to California. Never. But if I go there, I want to make sure we're going to train together. But I can't just text him or call him. I don't have any contact, but it would be super dope.
You want to train with everyone, huh?
We'll put in a word.
Yes, of course.
Oh, I sometimes call him Golden Retriever because he connects with people that easy, and he loves to have those interactions, to have a workout buddy and stuff. So it's my Golden
Throw me in
Retriever.
the middle of 1,000 people. I have 999 friends.
So who have you trained with? Have you trained with Hadi Chubin?
No,
Would you like to? Because he trains pretty damn hard.
I would like to train with everyone.
Did you train with Derek Lunsford
Yes.
in Tampa?
Yes.
And you trained with Andrew Jacked, Bet Ruse?
Bruce. We train together. Many people. But there are some still on the list. Phil Heath. I trained with Kai already.
And who has your style?
I have a really specific style.
I know you do because we talked about this when we trained together last time. Who trains the closest to you?
Nick Walker.
Okay, because he's low volume, right?
Yes, and really precise, really slow. He tries to get everything out of each and every inch of each and every rep.
Yeah.
Super precise to a point where most people say it's almost stupid. I prefer my style of training because I'm used to it. But when it comes to bodybuilding, honestly, I would prefer your style of training, high volume, pushing reps, these things. But it just works great for me.
So you turned pro in bodybuilding. So do you think if you didn't have the setback, would you have?
Fuck yeah.
Would you have done open bodybuilding?
100%.
Do you think you'd be Mr. Olympia?
I don't know. Because that's not my decision. That's.
I know, but what do you think your body could go if you had the ability?
I mean, seeing
endless?
my body now and my bone structure and all these, how can I say, attributes, if I fill my frame and I add like 40, 50 more pounds, like 260, could look great. But
What's the biggest you've ever been?
Babe, Dubai off season 250
Pounds?
250, 260. But honestly, Jay, I wasn't able to walk for 3 minutes. My calves, my lower back, as I said, my cartilages between my spine. Oh, that was hard. I can't imagine how it feels with 300 plus pounds.
You just told me, though, you want to win 10.
Let's say 9. I want to turn Chris' number upside down first, and then 10. That would be great. 10 titles, 2 digits.
Is the Olympia the ultimate pinnacle for you? Like, is that, I mean, for me, it was like when I got there, like, I'm like, holy shit, I can't go any further than this besides winning it again. But that's like the pinnacle. So you're knocking at the door, being second, and you're honing in on a victory right now that you envision yourself doing that. Like, what's your mindset as you look at the Mr. Olympia, like what you know about it? I mean, this is, you said 11 years old, you wanted to do this and be this. And did you see, like, who was the first bodybuilder that you saw Mr. Olympia winner?
The guys I was growing up with, it was you. It was Ronnie. It was Brent Warren. It was Johnny Jackson. It was that time. I was the guy taking the train, and I needed to collect money for like a month to get like $10 in order to get there and probably buy a magazine. Most of the time I was just going there and I was reading these magazines and writing down all the things because I had no money to buy them for like $5 or $6. So I copied all of your workouts. I was writing them down from the Flex magazine, the Muscle and Fitness. So honestly, the ultimate goal in bodybuilding for me is not winning 10 Olympia titles. It's about chasing the perfect body. But the truth is that there is no perfect body. There is literally no perfect body because it's always subjective. The judges might say, in terms of bodybuilding, you might have the perfect body because now you're winning the show. It's the best body on planet Earth, right? But when it comes to the perfect body in general, there is no perfect body. So you will never end working that
Well,
what
we're
keeps me
artists.
going.
I mean, we're kind of. That's. I always.
You were never completely happy.
No. But you know what? I'm thinking about what Mike just showed me. His 3 weeks out.
That's 4 weeks out.
Okay.
It's a week old.
So, but he's proud of that. He's proud of how he looks and the improvements that he's made. And we don't ever know what the ultimate physique is until you compare it to other people, because you look great in that posing room in Fit Club. It's Fit Club, right? And you look on the improvements, but you have to have the ability to see, okay, where else can I improve?
That's my job.
And you're limited. You're limited because it's not like you could say, well, I shut it down after the show and I go into an off season and I put on X amount of tissue. Like you have to be in that range. And you've been very competitive the last few years where you go back to back, right? I mean, you win the Arnold. So it's like you do well with the Olympia last year. I don't know how much time you had to be able to regroup, but you're back on the stage at the Arnold in March. And now you've been in this journey towards the Mr. Olympia, and now we're within 3 weeks from today. Actually, tomorrow is when you compete, right?
Saturday.
Yeah. So you're going to stand on stage with the best, and you have whatever he says, 11 or 7 judges that are going to decide what your fate is. Is there anxiety? Is there what is your mind? Is it like anticipation now? Do you say to your wife, I want the show to be here? Like, are you ready to get this done now? Or is there still work to do as far as your body? Because looking at you, it looks like you just said, I can walk on stage any day now. How do you manage your mindset in the next
3 weeks?
3 weeks?
As I did before, so as I said, I got some experience when it comes to social media, and that's the biggest stressor, I guess. And I figured out that we have 2 types of people. One type is actually to walk. These are the athletes. These are the people make people talk about them. And secondly, you have the guys talking about the athletes. It's basically the same thing as a soccer player and a journalist. Everybody's doing their job, but I need to make sure I'm doing my job. So I'm walking, I'm working, and whatever they say, that's up to them. But here's a fact. Even if everybody says Mike's going to win the show, Logan's going to win the show, Ramon, Ruff, whatever, nobody knows. Even 60 seconds before Steve or Tyler will announce the winner, nobody knows. And you can be the top bodybuilding specialist and he still don't know because nobody knows. So I keep that as, if somebody tells me, hey, person X is going to win the show, it's like, okay, cool. Maybe, maybe not. Nobody knows. So I just keep it really easy. I just do what I can do. I know that I could be dangerous on stage. And I'm not confident, like, I'm not cocky or arrogant that I say I'm going to win the show because nobody knows. But what I know is if someone is able to beat me, he will deserve the title. That's for sure. But beat me first. Then we talk.
Are you an expert at posing? Do you coach people on posing?
Yes.
Is that like part of your clientele type thing?
Yeah. It's just important to know what kind of posing style fits.
So you can look at a body
Yes.
and see, hey, you need to twist like this, or say if someone's waist isn't as small as yours. What's the secret to the classic posing, and like why do you think someone like Urs, who now is coming to open, do you feel like that's going to pressure the open guys to pose better when you have people like, because that's so important in your division?
Definitely. As I said, we need to practice different attributes, such as posing. And posing is such a big thing in classic. There's your body, and right after there's posing. If you don't represent your body in a classic way, they will call you bodybuilder. And now, competing in open with all these attributes you've learned along the way will push the open to practice their posing better. And when it comes to classic posing, we have like so many different styles and types, such as Rough Diesel. Really, really like extraordinary. He twists a lot and he's really aesthetic with everything. He brings such a intense, dramatic flow in his posing. I try to be a little bit more front on, not as twisted, not as super, how can I, creative. You know what I'm saying? He looks like really,
I don't know. I feel like you do like staggered legs to waist. You create this crazy X with a lot of your poses. Yeah. So how can I say this? So I feel like your legs are never like as a bodybuilder with straight on position, right? And we hit poses. Like you have this kind of staggered leg and this twist a little bit that allows you to really accentuate the waist, because that's your attribute, right? Your waist is ridiculously small with the flaring lats, and like you can contour your body. Too. Yeah, the quads are crazy. I mean, your quads are open world class. Probably, is that your best body part? What do you think your best
back
is? Okay. The
my
taper.
My back will look stupid this year. That was actually one of the weak points they told me to work on.
Weak compared to what, though?
Yeah, but 2 years ago. And we're constantly pushing it. And this year we decided to not work on my weak points, because my weak points are no weak points anymore. We focused entirely on making my strength stronger, to enhance my dramatic look to be even more dramatic. Like, we wanted to create a physique. When I step on stage and I hit my first few poses, I want that people say, holy, that's not possible. He has hollow bones. How can he look so dramatic? How can be his lats so wide and his waist so small? I want to step on stage and everybody clearly sees, okay, there's Mike, then there's basically nothing. There's second place.
I know, but you just said, we don't know who the winner is. That's
Exactly.
not true. Because you're saying you want to dominate so badly that people walk away from the prejudge and being like, Mike just won the Mr. Olympia. Instead of us, the chatter right now is, Mike's going to win the Olympia. We're all talking about it.
Yeah, they can talk about it.
You're full in line to do so, but like you said, Ruff didn't show up last year. We don't know what he's going to look like standing next to you, and we don't know what, you say Logan might not be big enough, but there's a lot of great competitors.
Definitely.
Hey, you just, like you said, you made that many improvements. Some of the other guys might have too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I will bring my absolute A game this year. Like,
Is there a secret to the back training that you improved your back, or you don't want to share?
a lot. But first, everybody can win the show still. I don't know who is going to look like. Maybe Ramon will look his absolute best, and I will shake his hand, and I will be super happy as he's winning the show. As when he deserves it, he deserves it. But that's what I said. Beat me first. And I know that if you think that I was dangerous last year, I compared pictures already. I don't look like the same person. When it comes to back training, yes, we changed a lot. And I was sitting down and I tried to see, how can I explain that? The line of force, muscle fiber alignment. What is the muscle actually doing? How can I really contract only specific fibers? So we split it, upper back, lower lats, rhomboids, all these things into specific exercises. I can target my muscle really, like I can contract them really well. And from there, we had 2 back days basically. And I tried to combine all these things together. And then all of a sudden, after a few months, we saw, okay, that works. We just keep doing it. And now we changed the priorities kind of.
Have you talked to Keon about his training, how it's changed?
No.
He's made a lot of improvements.
Obviously.
I just saw some back pose of him.
Telling you.
I mean, when we talk about improvements, that's what people look at in bodybuilding as from show to show, who can improve. And that sometimes is enough for the judges to say, wow, he really improved a lot. And I mean, since you're saying March, you've improved a lot since then. So expectations are high. So when you are able to take this knowledge of these new things you're learning, are you ever an expert at training and getting your body in the best shape? Do you feel like you ever master it?
No, and I hope that I never master it.
Always learning new.
Yeah, like that's the fun part.
But you're able to pass this knowledge on to your clientele.
Yes, that's my job. That's why I still love, even when I'm laying backstage at the Olympia before prejudging, I'm on my clients because I just love that. Time flies, and I love when people send me check-ins and they added another pound. They lost some body fat. They can play soccer with their kids. They feel better. Or morbus Crohn or sicknesses, and they tell me, hey, Mike, I'm feeling so much better. And this makes my life so much positive because it's selfish, honestly, like because I am a positive influence in their life. And as soon as they tell me, hey, Mike, we progress, that means that I did a great job in order to just push myself selfishly. But at the same time, I'm helping another guy to become his best. That's super cool.
Some of the best gifts that you'll ever get. You know, right now you're trying to get, you see all these accolades, right? A lot of second places, Mike, by the way.
I want to talk about it quickly.
6. I hold the record.
I'm sorry. How did it feel competing right next to Ronnie year after year after year? Did you feel every time you started prepping, it's going to be second place again? Why the hell I'm doing it?
Never.
What?
I thought I was going to win every time.
Yeah.
All right, guys, the new flavor Buzzin' Orange is available now. You can grab this over at jcutler.com. Make sure you check it out. We're having a sale right now. Liquid L-carnitine, 3,000 milligrams. You guys want to get that crazy metabolism boost? Let's go.
And
What
people
kept you
thought I was
going?
crazy. But I just knew I had the ability. And I loved it. But that's the thing. I loved it. And I feel like today, I don't know if I see that. You know, and that tells the story. You know, I'm 52. And I train 7 days a week. And I diet. I still bring food to the office with me. I do all these things. I love the lifestyle. And I love the gym. And I'm able to do it still at full capacity to what I did when I was 300 pounds and winning. Because I feel like I was, number one, built for it. Number one, genetically gifted for it. I feel like I took all the precautionary body works and stretching and extra outside the gym activities that kept my body primed. And I knew when to back down when the ride was over. So I stepped away after an injury at 38. Phil Heath beat me. And I tried to come back, 2 years later. But at 40, I walked away totally and said, this is enough for me. But to go back to the Ronnie Coleman thing, I didn't see Ronnie as unbeatable. I saw him as unbelievable as a bodybuilder, but I stood next to him and I watched how nervous he was every time. And I sat here, he sat on this podcast and I said, did you ever get nervous? And he said, no, but I watched him be nervous. Because when you're the guy and you're like seconds, and no one else is, like every year there was a hype. Oh, this guy's coming. He's taking your spot. And that was a victory in itself to keep the Dexters and
Defend everyone off.
yes,
To be right.
to
behind
be
them.
because you're the guy, to the point where it becomes that, where it's the poster
Shane
for the
Ronnie
Olympia is two
Shane Ronnie
guys.
No one else.
Think about this, okay? This is you and Chris Bumstead, and back then there was the only division for men's. This is on every bus and every billboard in Times Square in New York City. That was there. So you're recognized as one of the elite. And at the time, we didn't have social media to say, I have 5 million followers on Instagram or I have X on Facebook. There was none of that. You were the guy that if you landed a cover of a magazine, that was like winning the Olympia. That was like you're recognized in that sense. Like your community knows you're the man. And
you got some of them.
I got a lot. But at the same time, I was solidified not only by the second places, but by going and winning the Arnold 3 years in a row. I'm the only one to do it in history. Okay.
In a row.
I did 3
me 2
years in a
years.
row. But I'm just saying.
Are you making an announcement?
But I respect Ronnie Coleman because that guy trained and trained and trained. And when I didn't want to train and I was with Ronnie Coleman, I was forced to train
Jay,
because
you don't know that I saw all your movies, and I remember every word you're gonna say now, because you sat in a plane with Ronnie, and you landed almost close to midnight, and it was Friday, and his schedule was training legs on Friday, and he walked out the plane, he walked
The
straight
tights.
into a gym,
Yeah.
and you walked with him, and he put 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plates, 4 plates on, and you were like, what the fuck is he doing?
That's
he
it.
ended up being 6 plates and you 4. I know all these
and
stories.
I'm we're in Steve Weinberger's gym, and I'm in
Shout out to
Steve's
Steve.
office.
You got a shirt on there?
So
Oh, yeah.
So
Shout out.
So he's in the corner just pounding 6 plates aside on the squat. And like it's nothing. Like the 6 plates was like the 1 plate set. There was no resistance.
I know, Ronnie. It looks like this.
Yes,
like
so
he's
and
bouncing
I
fucking 6 plates around.
I couldn't train like that. I always had a couple reps pause, where he was just like piston, and it was like I don't want to say there were like half reps, but you know what I mean. There was like just tension.
You remember you showed me how you train seated leg curls,
Yes.
with like the small bouncer.
Yes.
That's what you did. That's what.
Yes.
Not what he did.
So
he
it was a
just
pause, yes.
rushing,
Just
vamping.
and some people would critique that. Hani Rambod would probably say, but you know what? It worked for me.
Man, he's fucking 8 times Mr. Olympia.
I know. But did you ever watch Ronnie train and wonder, how does he look like that with the form? People did the same thing of mine, Mike. I mean, you talk about more of the concentric, like all the movements you do, Nick Walker type, like contract, right? That didn't exist for us because it was just boom,
just
boom,
murdering.
boom. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we were in there at midnight, and I said, I gotta beat this guy. I need to ride with him, you know. So we were in that gym training, but he was a huge inspiration. So when you say the seconds, it was victory every time because I was battling the same guy all the time, and I was like, okay, next year, and I literally thought every time he's gonna slip up. I'm going to get him at some point. I thought everyone was beatable, and luckily, I mean, it did take a little longer than I get second in 01, and then I couldn't win until I was 2006. I sat out 02. You know, age caught up. I didn't beat the best Ronnie Coleman. Do I wish I beat the best Ronnie Coleman? I did in 2001. In my opinion, I just didn't get the nod. Want to talk about controversy? That was, you know, head by 6 of prejudging, different era, but the success is here. You know, Ronnie was my greatest rival of all time. I probably record books. I don't know if anyone will ever have that in the open side. The rivalry like we had, we inspired millions, including yourself. You sitting on this, you never told me that I was the part of your ride. Because I was going to ask you, hey, who inspired you?
Jay, I know you remember how's the video series called with bodybuilding.com, Bigger by the Day?
It's called Living Large Trainer.
Living Large.
Yeah, when I jumped in the pool.
Exactly, and you got the haircut from your barber.
And the suits and everything.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Just keep it tight. Just tight at the bottom. I know exactly what you're
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
like word by word.
And it's pretty amazing because, you know, as a youngster, you study that stuff because I'm like I know the same thing. Like I watched Stallone and Arnold and, you know, Bloodsport. I watched that movie and Stallone and Commando. I thought Commando, he had the craziest body ever. And I mean, he was the reason, right? I mean, he was one of the many. I mean, Sylvester Stallone I loved a lot too. And I saw Chris Dickerson for the first time. Okay. Bob Harris.
Oh, beautiful. My dad.
Bob Harris was the man.
Yeah, my parents knew him personally. When he got married back then, they went to his wedding party.
Yeah.
Super nice guy. I never met him, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I read his book Beyond Built when I was 16. I got it at a GNC and I bought it. And same thing, I didn't have a lot of money. But I put myself in that book and I made those workouts come alive. And that's how I learned how to train. Same. So I studied it. And I didn't start till I was 18. But I read that book at 16 because I wanted to learn. Mm-hmm. Do you think anyone's picking up books today and learning? They're watching social media and seeing what Mike's doing. Like I sat and watched your video the other day of you doing the cardio and then walking in the house and showing off the food and whatever else, you know, to cook the breakfast and all that.
Imagine if someone's out there just don't want to provide good information. They're just there to provide bad information.
There's a lot.
Yeah, and that's not as, I mean, 10, 15 years ago, we had the problem that we didn't get the information we needed. Now we have too many of them.
It's hard to judge, yes. Pick the role models that inspire you in a positive way. But you coming on and sharing your story and the adversity you go through and the demons in your head sometimes, the other side of you.
Iblis.
Yeah. I don't know what that name means. But
Oh, I can explain what it means.
so how do you say it?
Iblis.
ever heard of this?
Iblyss. It's coming from the Quran, the Islamic
Okay.
traditional. So it's basically, it's something really bad, actually. This is where bad thoughts are made. It's not the devil, it's something beyond the devil. It's something what puts bad thoughts into the devil's mind, that the devil can talk bad things to people in order to make people do bad things. So it's like constantly in your mind, it's like, are you good enough? You're not good enough. You're not good. Push more, push more. You will end up bad. Like, this is Iblis.
Do you need that in your life?
I love it because now I understand where it's coming from, and it's on me how I take these informations and what I do with them. If Iblis kicks my ass and he's like, you should work out more, and I'm like, I worked out twice a day, I did cardio, I did all that, my recovery is like, I'm pushing my recovery really hard. No, that's fine. Iblis, thank you, you made a great job, I know what to do, but it's time to recover now.
Do you have that?
I talked to, who was it? 2 days ago, Flex, no, yesterday actually. And he feels the same. He had the same Iblis in his mind.
Flex Lewis.
I guess they're just some people, maybe it's from experience from childhood. So when it comes to opportunities and chances, there's no opportunity I'm not taking. Even like a week before the show, before the Olympia, someone comes up to me and is like, hey Mike, I have this and this idea. Do you think I'm right fucking into it? And there's literally, I mean, my wife could stop me, but babe, she has a hard time when someone comes around with a great idea. I just won't stop working with them.
I know, but you have to be selfish, bro.
Yeah,
And
but
there's a time to lock everything out. Like I put myself I put walls, and I say there is no world right now. I don't want to hear it. Like I literally, you ever hear me say, my friends would call me with their problems and they want to talk about
you
their
just
girlfriends.
hang
I
off.
just hang up. I literally would hang up the phone.
I know the videos.
I literally hung up the phone to friends that some of my best friends. You can ask, my guy Dave Borlay that films all my stuff. The first time he experienced me getting ready for a show, he's like, yo, like he said to my wife at the time, like, what's wrong with Jay? And she's like, you don't understand. When he gets on Olympia prep, he cuts everything out. Like I had one goal, and that's to be the best. I didn't give a shit about who was in it and like the hype. And that's the one thing I hated was the hype. So like I had to block that out because like I asked you about, what do you say about people that think you're going to win easy? You walk into Fit Club, everyone's like, oh, that's the next Mr. Olympia. I hated that because I wanted to get on stage and say, that's the guy.
I got you. It's like
Talk before means nothing.
Yes.
Exactly. They hand over the trophy before you even earned it.
I hate that.
You know what that means? You'll probably lose it. No, I'm just saying people, that gets in their head from the people around them. Oh, you already won it.
No, that's what
win
Neil
it.
made sure. The moment
Yeah.
I stepped off stage at the Olympia, second place, biggest victory ever, I just run and I was just hugging him and he pushed me away and he said, you fucking cunt. If you get a big head, I will kick your ass. Be sure that they will be there right behind you next year. I was like,
I've had conversations with Neil afterwards, even like just random shows.
but then he hugged me. He's a
Of
nice
course.
guy.
But he would always, he might think this person's there, but he never takes it for granted. No, this guy could do this. Till it's over, it's not over.
Oh, he keeps me busy.
Yeah.
And he's making sure I put in the work. And Neil knows that he never needs to tell me, do more. He's just there to tell me when I need to do less because I always over-deliver.
was the same for me.
Over.
We try not to predict on this podcast any further because we sat here and I said, Phil Heath winning the Olympia.
Third.
Didn't win. Big Ramy, remember the year he got fifth? We sat here and forget it. guys, don't show up at this place. So
I'll never make a prediction.
And people call me and say, hey, can you come on and make no predictions. I will refuse to make any predictions anymore. We sat here, all of us are boasting about Keon. But there's some killers out there. You know, the kid from Turkey is, it's not a done deal. Like, I know he's great, and you say, if he did the Open, he'd be top 5. He's got to get through the 212.
Got to get through 212 first.
Exactly.
But even you, like, you're the front runner. You got second last year, and you won the Arnold. You are 100% the front runner. That doesn't, you still have to do the work.
Yes, that doesn't mean nothing.
Yep.
The moment on stage, the second,
Counts.
exactly, the second the winner will be announced. That's the moment we know who's going to win the show.
I look forward to your reaction. I'm going to talk about this on the podcast.
I don't know what
after.
to expect, and I'm scared a little bit, to be honest.
Okay, but
because I just don't want to lose the moment I'm waiting for 20 years.
I did.
And I'm
100%.
I did as well, because I was focusing too much on the cherry of the cake instead of focusing the whole cake, which is for everyone. I was just focusing on the tiny bit. I don't want to do that again.
Those golds right there. I don't.
Why, Jay?
Because the moment. The first one, I was more caught up in Ronnie Coleman's reaction. All I thought was, shit, Ronnie didn't win 9. What's he going to act like? That's all I thought, Mike. Was what is Ronnie going to do? That was the first thought in my head. He didn't win. Oh, shit, Ronnie didn't win 9. Not, oh, my God, I won. If you notice, the first thing I do is I go over and grab his hand. When Branch Warren got second to me in 09, okay, I came back to win the title, but here's a guy that got second for the first time. We met at the Teen Nationals. He beat me for the overall.
This is basically like
So
me and
it
Urs.
reversed, and he was second. First thing, grabbing his hand. I'm more concerned about the moment and making sure that people's experience is better than mine.
I love that. And I'm scared that I'm going to be the same.
Please, just take that from, every one of them.
The only thing what I'm making sure every time I'm standing on stage before a ceremony is I am talking to grandpa and grandma. Because my grandpa told me when I was like little, 4 or 5 years old, my grandpa, he was like a blue collar, like hardworking guy. Like back in the days after the World War in Germany, like, construction with bare hands and stuff. And he always said, it's just work. If there's one thing what separates winners and losers, it's work. And I did that. And at the Arnolds, I said that on stage. I said, today we proved, and I proved to myself that work was necessary to get here. And I proved it to each and everyone sitting in the crowd that the only thing I had no money when I was a kid. You had no money.
No.
But we worked hard.
We still don't.
Things never change. No, but it was work. And work, like everybody can work hard. And they just need to believe and should not stop and never be satisfied.
I say that all the time.
I know.
You know what's crazy? I'm sitting here and I'm really looking at that poster. It's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. I'd never look at that, because if you look at this is the 2000. Imagine if you were in this show, and all you see, it says Cutler versus Coleman, Will, Jay, and Ronnie. It doesn't say anything about all the other guys. Not about the show.
I didn't want to talk about this too much.
But you know what, bro? In 2004, that was okay. In 2025,
Oh, you'd be canceled now.
Oh my gosh, people would be the diapers and oh my goodness,
Nia
You
calls
would
them
be
snowflakes.
canceled 100%. I can't believe you didn't put this person.
Sometimes
how disrespectful that was.
Yeah, sometimes I feel bad because people talking about Rough Ramon and me. But we're talking about 70 other people deserve to be on the stage, and everybody
But
needs
guess
their
what?
spotlight.
You went from 8th to 2nd. There could be someone out of the top 10
Exactly.
that comes and battles you guys right
Or
there.
that was never been there before
No.
their first time. There's got to be some animal from out of.
There's
I don't
so
know,
many freaks
there's
in
so many
Classic.
freaks.
There's so many.
What about this kid that's competing this weekend? There's some crazy guy.
He left Classic.
Oh,
the guy that's going to
okay,
Open.
so-
I'm forgetting he's doing France. I'm forgetting his name. I think
Yeah, in Dubai.
Oh, the qualifications
He's
over
a
anyway.
freak.
Stefan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys,
Freak.
there is a guy, I know for a fact, he will shoot straight, I guess, in the top 6.
Really?
I will not mention his name here. I don't want to make
You don't
him
have to.
believe that he can do it.
Just write it on a piece of paper and we'll post it afterwards.
I'm pretty sure you know him. You've seen him, and you think
sure.
the same. He's a young kid. He hadn't competed at the Olympia many times before, but as soon as he steps on that stage and people get to know him and he's improving, I guess he's right in the top 5 next year straight.
Well, we love that because
Yeah.
He deserves it.
I was 15th, 8th, 2nd, so I know what it's like at the back, the middle, and the front.
I've never placed lower than 8th.
All right, well, see, I have more experience.
There was a little controversy going online about Urs, whether he should compete or not. And I'm reading all this stuff. I never comment.
Did you see that?
Yeah, of course.
Did you see Sean Ray say,
Yes.
he should skip
What
it?
would you say? Would you recommend him to compete?
Yes.
Me too.
And the reason being is,
Experience.
but he was
He already has
4
it.
weeks out.
Yeah.
He was right there.
I understand. Like Phil Heath he chose not to because you
years.
defended this.
No. I didn't defend. I
You
just
gave
defended
a-
what
you-
Sean said.
And I
there's
saw
a
like
reason.
Fuad responded and
Yes.
says, "Manager Matt, I understand your
Yes.
opinion." So what I
Yes.
think is,
I understand both
You're
sides.
that close. If you had a prep, but the way I see this is, like we're talking about Urs making all these improvements, but the truth is like he hadn't competed since last Olympia, so he had a crazy off season. Yes, he started training for the show and saying, I'm competing in Classic, and then realized and pulled the cord on whatever. So he had a full year of prep pretty much to build this body. If he does, he's going to make improvements for next year, but not like he did since he left Classic.
Yeah.
Meaning, I don't
Less.
think he's going to make that much leaps between this Olympia and
He's
next.
not putting 30 more
I
pounds on.
disagree. Guys, don't forget, he prepped and he gained in his off-season in order to compete in Classic. It was not quite
free
sure
for all.
that he was going to be in Open. So they gained the size and the amount by accident because they wanted to cut that down, right?
Yeah, he
But
couldn't
now
pull the weight.
It's open. Like, no.
Yeah, but like
limits.
let's say he places 6th or 7th, which I think he could.
Possible.
Yep.
Does he move up to 3rd or 2nd?
It depends. I mean, we're still talking about Hadi Chupan, Samson
Killers,
Dauda.
bro, killers.
We're talking 300 plus
the
guys.
reason-
But
reason-
that's not, he can be there.
Of course he
Of course
can. Anyone can
he's,
be there.
He's young, super young. The whole point,
But yes, he should.
The reason.
Let me finish.
Oh, God.
Yes, he should compete because he is probably the most popular guy coming into the show right now. Is he
Yes.
the most popular?
No, I mean, there's no.
Who? Who's more
Hadi,
popular?
Hadi's got 6 or 7 million on Instagram.
Okay, but I think.
Many people talking about him now.
Oh, as far
Yes.
as following, no.
No, I'm not
He's
trying
got
to
the
follow
hype.
him.
The
Just
hype.
He has
like,
many
he's the
spots-
most
he has
hype
many
guy
spots
coming
left.
in.
Him and
spotlights.
Ali are probably the 2 most hyped
I
in
think.
the whole
I
show.
think the crowd response for Urs is going to be
Yes.
crazy.
Yes.
And that's a German guy coming to the States. I mean, you know how wildly popular he is in Germany. How
Yes.
popular is he in Germany?
Germany's still a baby country next to the US, but they know
popular.
him.
Because he's doing everything like we talk about the media, all the things you're doing. Media. It's not just this was going to the gym every day, bro. I didn't have to bring a phone and do social media and
I'm telling
and
you,
do
Jay,
all the
like,
things.
we're pushing YouTube. We
Of
have
course.
2 videos every day. 2 videos every day on YouTube. 2 or 3 posts on Instagram every day. Still doing TikTok. Still doing my coaching. Still doing the websites, Facebook.
It's full time.
It is. It's crazy.
What I was saying with that whole thing was, you and Phil were 1st or 2nd for 17 years. Oh shit! Think about it. 01, and then obviously you sat out the 1 year. 02, 03, 04. You either got 1st or 2nd, then Phil took over for 7.
Imagine
For
how
17
frustrating.
years, 2 guys were there.
So frustrating for all the other competitors.
You might not have really thought about that. That's a long. It's hard for someone to be there 1
Almost
year,
2 decades
2
not
years,
winning the Olympia.
17. And if you take Ronnie in the equation, you get between
Ouch.
the 3 of you, And he got second, so that's 9. So add another 9 to that. 26 years, 3 guys. One of 3 guys were in the mix.
That's
one of the
where.
last two
That's when
standing.
you realize how much of an era I touched.
Yes. And you touched both of them because you beat both of them. Actually, yeah, you beat both of them. Yep.
So that's what you have to look forward to. And we loved being able to do this. We are going to get a training session in at some point.
Yes.
You heard it.
I need to watch you pose too. That's the main thing.
Yeah, because if not, I'm gonna not win the Olympia because it's a tradition.
Oh, listen, now you said that. If you don't, you're going to feel like a total dick.
Yeah, so if I don't win the Olympia, it's Jay's fault, not mine.
Don't put that. Don't put that. Don't let what's his name talk. You're talking out of your other self.
You're the one that starts with
Iblis.
the E.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Iblis is telling me things
no,
like
fuck
that.
No.
If you don't do 10 more thousand steps, you're not gonna win the Olympia. If you don't do two more reps, you're not gonna win.
Are you doing cardio tonight?
Sure?
Like, what do you do? Treadmill or?
I guess, yeah. So I'm gonna do the treadmill, then I go to the sauna all day. I just found out yesterday. I went into the gym late, and I found out that we have a sauna. It took like 30 minutes to put
in
it
your
on.
Facility.
Yes. So what I did, I grabbed like a relaxing kind of chair, put it into the gym. I turned on the TV, put the lights down. I turned the sauna on, spent some time in the sauna, went there, watched TV.
because it's dark, yeah.
And this is what I never ever do, because when I have time to sit down, I'm on my phone working. When in between my sets, I have like 90 seconds, I'm walking one round, and in one round, I'm answering comments. So even in the gym between the sets. And that was the only time I was like, you know what? I was like that, just watching TV. And I felt so relaxed.
I loved the saunas when I was training. So the saunas were huge for me.
Because you cannot work
Yeah,
or
but it's
be
nice
busy.
to sweat everything out and just like push the lactic acid and all that stuff.
It might be a different situation. My
it's
brain is just not able to do 15 things because there's just one thing to do, and it's sitting in there. I don't bring my phone into the sauna, because if I do so, I'm like this. But that 15-minute time frame, I love that.
Who do you want to thank? What do you want to? I mean, you already thanked a lot of people, but we appreciate you coming on. I know you probably got to eat. So 3 weeks. I'm going to catch up to you. Anyone else you want to shout out, thank, mention?
Yes, this year I really felt a lot of support, especially on social media. I get 2,000-3,000 comments under pictures, and I can see all different people from different countries, Mexico, Brazil, Europe, USA, coming together under my posts. Some of them kind of fighting with each other, but it's in a really friendly type of thing. So I really loved it. So guys, thank you so much for all the support. I can see that on YouTube, on Instagram, and as I already said, I'm trying to answer all of you personally. So this is like, that feels really, really appreciated. I feel really appreciated. And I mean, thank you to my sponsors. I mean, thank you guys that you take the time. And basically, I want to thank everyone who's part of the journey, because that's what it's about. That's what I enjoy the most. Sharing emotions, sharing memories. And as we go in heaven, we have a beautiful museum of great impressions.
I learned a lot about you on this podcast. A lot about your.
And you taught both of us about Iblis.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that to you from now
It's
on.
really private.
And I'll see you in Germany for sure.
Maybe Hong Kong. I'll get you to come to South Africa.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
would be super nice.
I go twice a year.
If you guys need anything from Germany, such as sausages or schnitzel.
Chocolates.
Chocolates are pretty good.
Let me ask you this before we go. Do you get hired for guest posings? Do you like doing that, or
yeah.
in the off season, or you try to do it just around the contest?
No, I'm down to do that whenever.
So like, there's promoters in the States here. If you're in the States,
This is what I do. Like when people ask me, "Hey, Mike, you want to come to Malaysia?" I was like, "Yeah, of course, but let's do like a training camp for 2 days and meet and greet." And then we organize different things for Malaysia. We're gonna spend 7 days there. 2 days training camp, 1 day's meet and greet. Then we go to different cities with the people together. We see different restaurants in different cities. So it's like a vacation / bodybuilding community get-together thing. That's what we do in Italy, in Mexico. Mexico's great for seminars. Oh, like because they're so excited.
Yeah, of course.
Like hundreds of people.
So I have one request, though. When we go to Germany, though, We need to go to a traditional German restaurant with you.
No problem. We can get Haxen. You know Haxen? It's like the leg of a pig, a pork leg, but it's like, you know, Asterix and Obelix.
Not a lot. The only thing when last time
you
I
know
went to
Star
Austria,
Wars.
I went to Austria last time, and Urs is like, you have to go to this place for this Wiener Schnitzel. It's where it started at some restaurant. So
Yeah,
I
the
went there. And it stood in line forever.
Yeah,
but
but Schweinshaxen, Haxen is like Asterix and Obelix, where they had like these big like meats with from the legs straight.
Yeah.
That's Haxen.
oh, that's super some like
traditional.
barbaric shit.
Kind
You
of.
eat that.
You need to do it. We need to get a picture of you doing it for your Instagram.
Let me know.
Enjoy the moment. Fuck
Let me know
Instagram.
when you get to Cologne for the FIBO. I have a restaurant we can go there. It's a traditional
Hey,
German restaurant.
maybe we'll get that same Uber guy that dropped us off in the back alley and took off.
I had a business dinner with the New Tech captain, and we had Haxen. It was a pretty good restaurant though. Like,
With who, Mr. Bien? Or
Yeah.
With Mr. Bien?
yeah, the New Tech.
Bien.
We call it captain. Yeah,
Mr.
we call
Bien.
it-
What is that what he's
Bien. Yeah.
Why do they call him Captain?
It's
Because
his
he's the
Instagram.
boss.
Oh, okay.
Because he owns it.
Well, thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you guys.
And
We're out.